you are a woman over 35, overweight and with children, it is highly unlikely that you're going to find a man making 6 figures plus who wants to marry you. Because those men want something in return too, and they typically don't want somebody else's children. You've made your choice to allow yourself to reproduce 1-2 times with or without the benefit of a husband, most of the times without. You've allowed yourself to become the physical shape you are. That's your responsibility. It is not this man's responsibility to lower his standards, settle, when he's had to work to become this thing. No one gave him this. He deserves to get something from this. But see, we're so busy trying to tell women that they should be celebrated that we forget to think about, what about your men? We need to start celebrating men. Forget us. You don't have to like us. But what are you doing with your boys sitting next to your daughters? And more often than not, women are telling their daughters, get an education, do this, and so forth, and they're making their sons punks.
The body count and kids? To echo Kevin's prior statement, this one's on clearance. More than ever before, we're seeing enraged single moms coming out of the woodwork to promote their worth. They'll describe masculine traits, a life that has already been made, and then try to spin it like they're a priceless piece of antique furniture that needs no assembly. When that inevitably doesn't work, they try to ask that we ignore the many red flags they've collected on their journey to get a new man, one who will settle for silver in the race because their personality is to die for. According to most of the healthy comments here, nobody is biting. Every man lower their standard when they date a woman with kids. Golden episode, now she doing the same show as Kevin did. Unfortunately, I do know a lot of mothers making their sons soft. Kendra didn't like him at first, but clearly she realized he was telling the truth. Class was in session that day. And it looks like this particular woman brought the curriculum. It's an extremely rare case of a woman listening to criticism. Whether or not she actually sticks with it, however, is yet to be determined. Next clip.
I'm a mom of 7, and I'm 33.
Okay.
With being a mom of 7, do you think that a woman of multiple children is still capable of finding someone?
First, let me ask you before I make the statement. Do the kids have the same father?
Yes, they do.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, so this is hold on. We're talking about 7 children, okay? This is no offense to you because it's absolutely possible for you to find a quality man. What makes it a tad bit difficult is that you have to find a man who has the financial footing to take care of you and 7 children. And then you also have to be able to find a man who is going to be willing to come in and create structure in that household. 7 children on 1 person is a lot to create structure in. So there's a lot that this man is gonna have to come in and do. On top of that, creating a secure space for you when you have to be a mother and you have to take care of the majority of the things that happen in a house. Are you going to have the ability to be able to love this man in a way that he needs to be loved, in a way that registers as love to him when you have to love 7 other individuals? You're going to need a man who can love those children as his own.
Yep.
That is a huge responsibility to put on a person who does not have those children. Those are not his kids.
Right.
But if I were you, no disrespect, I'll try to work it out with the father.
No, hear me out. Hold on.
Our brother smacking gum with his shades dropping is playing the role we all would in this situation. 7 kids? Lady, you're not a single mom anymore. You're running a full-on nursery. Also, who in the hell decided to give that woman on stage the mic? No man of absolute quality is going to pull the rug on his income and lifestyle to take care of 7 kids that aren't even his. It doesn't matter if they come from 1 man or 7 separate cases. We all know at the end of the day, you would never be a priority. The top comments are, man, 7 kids with the same man? Sweetheart, go be with your husband and leave the dating life alone. I can hear Kevin Samuels now. Personally, focus on your kids. Daddy probably just needed a motherfucking break. He'll be back. Why does another man have to provide for her kids? A good question. They don't. And they shouldn't. Everyone here is telling her to go back to the baby daddy, but there's a reason she's in line to listen to the chorus. If we've learned anything throughout Man Guide's history, that man has packed his bags and she probably found a Chad before pulling the plug. Next clip.
Mr. Harris, I want to talk to you. My understanding is that she didn't really tell you she had any children at all until you ended up moving in with her. I would like you to explain how that happened.
When I met her, I explained myself. I just was 100% truthful. A, I don't give women no money. B, I am about self. I have no kids.
Yes,
I don't want women with kids. Not because I am biased or bigot, but because I'm not dealing with baby daddies. Because I'm not dealing with the drama of outside situations within my family.
Gotcha.
And I, you know, she didn't tell me she had kids. Then one came up, then two came up. Now she's telling me.
Were they living with her?
No. Then all of a sudden now we're looking for other kids. It comes from 1, 2 to 8, and only one of them is mine.
Now, Miss Thornton.
That's a big leap.
Yeah, that's a huge leap. That's a huge leap. Miss Thornton, did you kind of ease on in one child at a time until you told him you had 7 other children out there somewhere?
Technically, Your Honor, no, I didn't tell him. But like most women, when you're dealing with a man that you're not familiar with, you're not going to just jump out there and tell him everything. No, I didn't tell him about my children because I wanted him to get to know me. And to be truthful, with the attitude that he had and him telling me that in the door, well, I don't want a woman with children and this and that, I said to myself, if he starts to love me, then I can explain to him about these children.
I'm going to tell you something. Women, we do that all the time, and it's not true. Somebody tells you they're not going to love the most important thing in your life, you drop kick him to the curb. He goes, it's gone. You don't try to fix him and make him want to be like that. Your children are the best thing you got.
Why is it only judges on TV that sometimes speak the truth? That's how you know the justice system has failed men. This woman just beat the last one by 1 kid, and then she didn't bother to mention it until another one was on the list. And of course, like all the other baby mamas out there, she starts to try and portray herself as a martyr, or some kind of Disney princess. Last time I checked, Rapunzel didn't have 7 kids in the other room waiting to greet the new father. This isn't a love story, lady, you're a con artist. Here are the comments. He was truthful about who he was, and she was not. She's the red flag. Dang, 8 children hiding? Scary times. Be careful, fellas. She thought it would be love at first whiff. Any relationship that starts with lies should be broken immediately. Once in a while, you come across a united comment section. Well, almost. There was one lady who tried to call the guy a red flag, but there ain't no way I'm putting her argument up on here. The single mother has no accountability. I'm pretty sure this clip alone confirms that fact. Moving on.
Millionaire, tall, handsome, football superstar, smooth hair, Ballon d'Or, religious world champion, good father. All this for the woman to leave him because he was the ideal husband. Kaka and Caroline Selico were married for 10 years. With all of this and 2 children between them, the woman decided to divorce in 2015. At the time, many rumors claimed that the footballer had been unfaithful, and for those 9 years, that was the main theory. This year, the truth was finally revealed. He never betrayed me. He always treated me well. He gave me a wonderful family, but I wasn't happy. I was missing something. The problem was, he was too perfect for me. That's what she stated. She left him because he was way too perfect. But life put her in her place because while Kaka found a new family with 2 daughters, married to a top model 8 years his junior, and he couldn't care less about what his ex does or says, she, with a child in her belly, still talks about what happened with Kaka 10 years ago.
Well, lady, now all you have is words. Welcome to the Single Mom Club. I brought this story up a couple of times in an article not too long ago. The Western woman has been so blinded by self-interest that now perfection gives them the ick. Once they become a single mom, usually by choice, they usually regret it. Now, this woman lives with a simp that will probably wake up in his 50s. Single moms, man, can't live with them. Nah, that's about it. You can't live with them. Not if you have a brain. Case closed. The comments are, "Aw, she wanted a toxic relationship. How cute." What she was missing? She was missing her brain. Thanks to Kaka, we can see the true, deep nature of women. Thank you, Maestro. She was missing drama and uncertainty. The 4th comment hit the nail on the head. It's something every man learns sooner or later. The truth is, single moms are usually single moms before the divorce or general split. In the West, they're predisposed to having a lack of loyalty. It's a destination they're all headed for eventually. Whenever it happens, they always get this false sense of entitlement.
Bro, what is you doing here, bro? I'm about to go to work, bro. What are you doing here, bro?
I told you I need some money. Your son needs some diapers. He needs some water. He needs some food. And I need to get my hair done. So
get your hair done. Like that's not my problem getting your hair done, bro.
I texted you and told you I was coming up here to get the money to get my hair done.
And I don't even get paid. I don't even get paid till Friday. He hungry. What about the money that you got last month?
What money? That money got spent. I have to take care of him every day. What are you talking about?
Bro,
I have to eat every day. I have to eat every day. We got stuff to do. That money been spent. I need some money to get my hair done. I already
what does you happen to eat got anything to do with me?
My son need him a couple of things. He needs some new clothes. He needs some shoes. I mean, you working? You got a job, right?
Bro, I'm just, bro.
You can't give me no money for your
bro,
son.
I don't get paid till Friday, bro. I don't get paid till Friday, bro.
You can't give me no money for your
Like
son.
you popping up in my job like this, bro. This crazy, bro.
You can't give me no money for your son.
This crazy, bro.
You can't give me no money for your son. You weird.
How am I weird? Because I don't want to get your hair done.
It's cool though. It's cool. You won't be seeing your son no more. Bye.
Wait, what, bro?
Bye.
The fingernails should have been the dead giveaway. I had a comment on the first string of sentences she put together, but I honestly couldn't translate them into actual English. Regardless, this is a lesson plenty of men learned the hard way. This woman is like most other single moms out there. The child support you're paying for will not go to the little buddy in the back seat. Nope, it's about to be fun money. Sephora, chicken wings, hairstylists, you name it. The only thing for sure, I repeat, is that it's not for the kid. The top comments here are, best condom commercial ever. Bro, she sounds so uneducated. Take this video to court. Those nails, the hair, the tone, the hand movements when talking, this is why you don't raw dog a 304. Directly to court. Look guys, the court idea is fantastic. The only problem with this line of thinking is that we're talking about the West here, people. If she's in a blue state, it comes down to how great your legal representation is. I know I show a lot of stories where justice is served, but the horror stories I hear far outweigh the occasional win. Next clip.
I was unfaithful.
So you were married to your husband, but you were having children with other men.
I was, and he raised them as his own and knew them to be his own until the divorce. He ended up unhoused, and the first man that I had the affair with is now my boyfriend, the father of my first child, my son, and he was my husband's assistant manager. So he started bringing this guy around, and I made the first move. Of course. I feel like I just sensed his kindness. I mean, still to this day, this man that I'm with is the kindest, most patient man I've ever met. But one day he came over my house without my ex-husband there, and you know what happened next. And we only saw each other once a week to do this because of how my schedule, my ex-husband's schedule, and his schedule. But the second affair, who the man is the father of my daughter, he actually worked with me this time. He was my maintenance guy at my leasing job. Again, just another kind man who was nice to me. And then with my daughter, she's Hispanic, so she came out a little more tan than the both of us. And just as she grew up, just kept that tan skin. And still, she looks so much like me. He was just like, yep, she looks like my wife. And here we are, with 3 baby daddies and 2 kids. So yeah, it's been wild.
Can't do math, can you? Wild is not how I'd put it, ma'am. Wild would be reserved for riding a private jet or jumping over monster trucks. What you did was criminal and nasty. There's no getting around that. Single moms continue to cry on social media, asking where have all the good men gone? Well, your answer is in the question. They're gone. We see videos like this and we know what's in the market today. This chick talks about her story like she's being interviewed for an award. How could any respectable guy possibly encourage an environment that celebrates this garbage? The comments here are, she has a sense of pride behind it. It's sad. Telling this story with the biggest smile on her face. Vile. He ended up unhoused. Nice way of saying she drove him to homelessness. Despicable. She needs to go to jail for paternity fraud, defamation, and anything else that'll stick to her. What the F? Why is she so proud of it? You destroyed your husband's life. Why would you want to hurt someone like that? Because that's what modern women celebrate. Women make a big deal about the dangers of men, then end up nuking anything within a 5-mile radius. No surprise. Another one.
Okay, you're 39. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 baby daddies, and they all gangbang.
So what do you want as an outcome?
I want somebody that's loyal. It's really hard to find loyalty nowadays. You really can't find it at the next corner or none of that. Like these men
Loyal,
now.
hold on. Loyal to what end? Like a husband? What are you talking about?
I want a husband. I want to get married, have kids.
Why?
I want to
But you,
live in a
hold
house.
on. You're 39 with 3 children, right?
Yes.
How old is your youngest?
3 years old.
And you want more children?
Of course I do. I really want 6. Is something wrong with that?
What do you do for a living?
I get EDD.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, I mean...
I don't know what that is.
Unemployment.
So you're an unemployed mother of 3 with 3 baby daddies, and you talking about you can't find a man?
Yes. I'm pretty sure God, I want somebody that's going to help me. Like, you don't think that I could get that?
It's called Jesus.
I mean, sorry, but you don't think that I can get somebody to help me? You don't think a man is going to love me?
It's called Jesus.
Huh?
Jesus.
So basically, you telling me to call on Jesus.
And a therapist.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here, and honestly, there's no question at this point why Kevin passed early. 10 minutes of listening to something like this is enough to bring any man to an early grave. Often it does. This woman has a high body count and kids, then has the audacity to complain and bring up the concept of loyalty, all while using the government to support her poor decision making? Yep, that tracks. Asking for a house and more kids with a high value male that finds anything appealing? Going back to a previous thing it said, now that's wild. The top comments are, she's not looking for a husband, she's just looking for help. She is already married to the government. She will never leave that marriage. Jesus and a therapist. No one wants a woman with 3 kids. It's hard to find people with common sense nowadays. In the West, it really is, brother. It really is. In response to the third comment, God left this kind of woman long ago, my friend. At least in the sense that she sees it. No amount of trips to the church or coins in the wishing well are going to give this woman a 6-figure man. Moving on. Me. Yes, this checks out. The poor guy got the message too late, but I guess the silver lining is that he doesn't have to see her that often anymore. The single mom is a creature fueled by selfish desires and projected ridicule. I think the fact that she isn't even watching her child proves this without question. Plus, the body language of the ex tells us his side of the story as well. Like most of these situations, I wouldn't wish them on my worst enemy. The comment section is down here, fellas. Here we go. Making a video about herself during one of the biggest events of her son's life says a lot about her. She was 100% the problem. Her shooting this video says a lot. I can see why he divorced you. He got tired of the crazy. He's happy he had a son. She took his money for sure. Yeah, that's definitely the posture of a man who lost his bag. At least we can find solace in the fact that there's no way in hell a high-value man is going to slip into her toxic situation. Next clip.
I can. Okay. So is it true what she said about you being on social media, going to clubs and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, I am an influencer. So I try to get brand deals.
Hold on. You said you're in school full time, you don't work?
Correct.
But influencers get paid.
I haven't gotten paid in a while.
Come on, make it make sense.
I haven't gotten paid in a while.
But you get paid?
Yes.
And you can send money for sterling, right?
Yes, and I do.
And you don't?
I do.
That's not what she just said. Okay. So is she being untruthful?
I do what I can. I am in school full time. I don't know what else. This is so crazy to me, like why we're right here right now, because...
We're here right now because grandmother needs some financial assistance for her child.
Grandmother chose this life. Grandmother chose the life.
You know what?
I didn't choose this life. However, I love my daughter to pieces. I don't regret anything. However, I would have liked to wait.
So grandmother chose this life?
Yes, grandmother wanted to take care of her. It's okay, I'll take care of her while you're in school. And all of a sudden, something changed, which is why we're sitting here now.
Can you believe this?
I really can't. I mean, I expected you to help at least. Of course, I'm not going to.
I have a year left.
The blame game is an art form for the single mother. Accountability in the ball they try to dodge. I think the way she says, "I didn't choose this life," tells us just about everything we need to know about her character. Also, when the man's out of the picture, the single mom will do anything to find handouts where she can, even if it means going after her own mother-in-law to settle the score. The word shame clearly isn't in the lexicon. The top comments are, how many times is she gonna say, "I'm in school full time"? Her daughter is probably going to see this someday. Teen mom? She looks 40. One thing about the military is they will make sure the child is taken care of, so it's a strong possibility that the child getting help from her son. True, and apparently nothing from the mother. A day in the life of single motherhood, people. Moreover, being an influencer just exposes the priorities here. She'd rather dance on TikTok than put food in the child's mouth. Last clip.
You let him hit it raw, you didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom, now you a single mom. You said I'm a haddest kid, don't care if he's here or not. But now you a single mom, now you a single mom.
Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace. I have no doubt that he would use this jam every time he was on a call. Well, at least every other time to keep it fresh, along with the other hilarious sound effects. Drizzle Drizzle and this song are definitely some of the greatest MGTOW trends to come out of 2024, no question. Plus, it doesn't hurt to have plenty of rage footage to laugh at in the process. And the top comments are, KS would have had this track on all his podcasts. He changed many lives for the better. Gone too soon. I came for the angry and bitter single mom comments. I see single mom activities in these comments. No shade, no tea, but how y'all know he's in heaven? Yep, we found one raging in the comments for sure. There were plenty of others, but they were actual essays, and there's no way I'm gonna waste my time with any of that. I guess that's the point at the end here. When it comes to single moms, it's not worth your time. Men, don't forget to stay free. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.